All right, we're in the last hour of trade on Friday, July the 10th. Just a runaway market, really. NASDAQ especially. See markets like Amazon and Tesla making massive moves. Sunday night, the market started going up Sunday night, gapped up during the day session, and this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You see some pullbacks in here. Nothing significant. Intraday, it feels significant. These ranges are fairly big compared to what we were used to from a couple of years ago. But overall, the market just moves higher on the week. And it's been over 1,000-point move from this low on June the 29th to this high right here that we've made into the last hour on July the 10th. So plus 885, plus 900 here on Cobra 3 mini NASDAQ. We'll see how this closes up on Friday. It feels like it's always about to make a top. It pulls back a little bit, and then boom, it zooms higher. And so if you talk about short covering, causing the shorts to cover, it feels like one of those short covering rallies all the way up to new highs. And Cobra 3, really the only way to trade this is to buy the dips. Find the best way to buy the dips or buy strength after it's already made its dip on the day. Because buying dips, the dips can be pretty big, and we see that in our SR counter trend. So plus 450 in Cobra 3 mini S&P, plus 955 in Cobra 3 mini NASDAQ, plus 825 in adaptive moving average. Market moved up, got long, took a pretty big dip against us, and has recovered since. So those are the three strategies in All Strategy Access 1. These are the strategies that are traded in the 19 system stock index portfolio. There's 19 strategies here, and only 3 of them are trading today. They're all long, and they're all up on the day. We trade multiple contracts on several of these. Cobra 3 mini NASDAQ trades 2 contracts. The tick count trends trade 2 contracts each. And so those are the strategies that are in the 19 system stock index portfolio. And then the 36 system stock index portfolio includes all of these strategies except for tick pulse NQ and 60-minute breakout NQ, which are in some other portfolios. These used to be in it, but we pulled back a little bit when volatility increased, and we're still waiting to maybe add those back to the stock index portfolio 36. And so AT 2019 plus 987.50. The losses on the day, the biggest failure of the losses on the day are just the stop loss is too tight. AT 2020 stopped out here. Yesterday we saw AT 2020 just stopped out near the high, but the market did eventually come back to the highs. And then today went long, stopped out 1 bar away from riding this up into this last hour of trade. And that was stopped out near the lows. SR counter trend 2 NQ minus 825 stopped out same way down here. And Asia 4 last night stopped out near the lows of the overnight session, minus 1,025. Just slightly bigger stops in all of these would be a huge up day for us. SR counter trend 2 V2 1M stopped out near the low, minus 825. The 5M version was able to hit its profit target, plus 475. A much bigger profit target would have been better as well than a strategy like this, holding it to the end of the day and having a slightly bigger profit target. Potential volatility adjustments that need to be made. Minus 825 on SR counter trend 2 V2 15M. And so that was stopped out near the low of the day. So you see all these strategies had the right direction. The stop loss a little too tight. And so those are some potential adjustments that we're still looking at. All Strategy Access 3, Cobra Euro 4 still long, plus 193.75. Asia Gold 4 taking the same trade as Asia Gold 4 2020, minus 370 on the day. It was up. This market is, the gold market is up, moving higher at its highest levels in multi-year highs made on Wednesday, but it doesn't go straight up. This market has a tendency to pull back quite a bit and chop around before making another high. And so we take long and short trades. Asia Gold 4 short. You see on Thursday night, the stop loss was a little too tight. And then last night as well, the stop loss was a little too tight. And so volatility continues to increase, and our portfolios are doing well overall and have recently made equity peaks this week. But these are some of these volatility adjustments that we're looking at. Cobra Crude, aggressive, nice day, plus 975 on that trade, really capturing a good part of that perfect picture perfect trend right there. Asia Gold 42020, it's long in here, minus 340. We'll hold position. We'll hold this position over the weekend. It either gets out on a stop loss or a profit target. All strategy access 5, SR counter trend 2, V2M silver, plus 475 on the day. Only strategy to trade in this workspace. All 3 of these lost on silver yesterday and today. The 5-minute is profitable, hits its profit target. All strategy access 6. ES after hours, another one that was stopped out near the lows. And then gap fill in reverse, minus 525. Took the opposite. This one tends to work better on the long side. We've had some recent trades that do well on the long side. Here's a long trade that did well, and here's 2 more long trades that did well, and here's a short trade that didn't do as well. So much better strategy on the long side than on the short side. 60-minute breakout it traded yesterday, hasn't traded yet in this current session. It hasn't taken a short trade yet. So this market just grinds higher, sits near the highs. Example of a market that, example of the scenario where you just trade with the trend. You just trade with it until it ends, and it just goes and goes and goes. It seems like it ought to pull back by now. It seems like it shouldn't be that simple for someone buying it every day, but it's been simple for anyone who's buying this market, going long almost every day or staying long. It's been very, very easy to hold this market as it just continues to move higher since March 23rd lows from the Federal Reserve stimulus. It's all about the Fed, in my opinion. And you see those lows way back here. March 23rd lows, Fed jumps in, and buying any dip along the way, holding it, has been pretty easy trade for anyone long this market since March 23rd. So we'll see how this market closes. 53 minutes till the cash close, plus 1130 here on Cobra 3 E-mini NASDAQ, and plus 575 on Cobra 3 E-mini S&P. And hopefully these markets will continue to stay strong and rally even further into the close and make up for some of those losses in this workspace right here that were stopped out near the lows.